investing.com, and today I'm answering a question from Crystal. And for those of you who haven't seen my video in my office from this view, all that stuff in the back is I'm a big believer in writing your goals and your tasks and all that stuff down. So literally all around my office is what I have, and stuff like that, my tasks, my goals, what's on my mind. And I mean, even my daughter knows, do not take the papers off the wall, okay? So that's what you're seeing behind me, and that's my camera that I usually use to set up. But my lighting and stuff is giving me issues, so I'm just using my Mac computer to do this video until I fix my lights. So this question is from Crystal, and she says, okay, when starting out as a wholesaler, what was the first phone call experience like? Because I actually just made a couple calls to cash buyers, and I don't feel like they went as well as I would have liked, and I felt really nervous, and I had little confidence. So my first question would be, what was your first call like? And second, she wants to know, what are some things I could do to build my over-the-phone confidence as a new wholesaler? So first of all, I want to say congrats to you for making that first call, because, oh my goodness gracious, those first couple calls are like, I don't even know, they're tough. So anyone that gets up the confidence to just make those calls, you just already not about to just knock it out the park, because there are people that, we just pick up the phone, put it back down, pick up the phone, because we like, it really is. It's like terrifying, those first couple calls. So my first call, actually, when I read this, I just literally busted out laughing when I thought about my first call, because my first call, I was at work, and then I stepped outside of my office to take the call, and I had like my scripts and stuff, and it was crazy because I had all this paper with the scripts, and I was trying to remember what to say, what to ask, and then I remember the guy was asking me all these questions, girl, paper was flying all over the place, and then I needed to write down like his answers to the questions. So then I was trying to lean, there was like this side table makeshift thing that was like outside the office. I was trying to lean on that and find enough room to write within the script his answers. And I remember from the corner of my eye, my coworkers were like, some of my coworkers had like passed by maybe like for lunch or something. They were looking like, like what is she doing? So my first call, it didn't go, at least on my side, it was a bit hectic. I don't even know if the property owner realized all that I had going on my side. So, like I said, just getting through those first couple calls is like, I still think, you should get a pat on the back for making those calls, because it's difficult, because honestly, my phone used to ring and I would like, I'm looking, like you send out these postcards, then the phone rings and, I'm like looking at the phone, like, I don't know if I want to answer, So just making those calls, I think, is like really, really big. So to sound, the second question to, get your confidence up and things like that, over the phone. These are some things that, I've learned to do over the phone to sound more confident, to help myself even feel, more confident and things like that. So one of the things that really helps is standing up. I have absolutely no idea why, but it works. When you stand up, when you're on the phone and you stand up, somehow, I don't know if it's like naturally you start to project your voice a certain way or something, but you just come off sounding more confident when you're standing up. So whenever, you have like, interviews or you're calling back people, stand up while you're talking on the phone. I'm telling you, it works. It will help you, build your confidence, and you sound more confident to the, to the person you're talking to over the phone by just standing up. I'm not sure, like I said, I don't know why, but I know that it does work. So I always like stand up when I'm talking to like, clients, if I'm, doing any side of, anyone I'm trying to impress, make a good presentation over the phone, I stand up. The other thing I would recommend is memorizing what you're going to say, the questions you need to ask, scripts, have your scripts and things like that. What I started to do in the beginning, because even memorizing my scripts was pretty difficult for me because I would forget. I would memorize them, I would get on the phone, and then I would forget. So what I would do, I used to tape down my scripts to my desk so that if I forgot something, I could it was just there and I could look at it. And the reason why I would tape it down is I didn't want it to move, because remember, my first call, what happened to me was I had all these papers flinging around, making all this noise, trying to switch from page 1 to page 5. It was a mess. So what I ended up doing was just laying, out my script, laying it out my desk and just taping it down in order so that it was always in order. No matter what I had on my desk, I could move whatever was on my desk to the side and my scripts will be underneath when I called people or when people called me. And I'm sure no one that I'm talking to on the phone, would even believe that I was doing that. Like, people that saw me doing it are like, oh, that's what she does. But no one will even know. It just helps you sound more confident. If you get what you need to say, it's right there. You can read it and, just come off more confident. You have the information there. The other thing is slow down when you're on the phone. And now I'm a fast talker. But when I'm face to face like this and people can see me, people that know me, it comes off, they know that I'm just, high energy person. And that, that's why I'm talking fast. They could read my lips if they, kind of miss what I was saying. But over the phone, when you talk fast, it kind of translates to nervousness. So I myself really practice talking slow so that when I get on the phone, I slow down. I don't talk this as fast as I'm talking now. I would not talk this fast over the phone because especially if it's someone that doesn't really know me, it comes off that I'm nervous. That's not, I'm not trying to project, nervousness. So I slow down. So slow down when you're on the phone. That helps you also come off more confident that, you're thinking about what you're saying and things like that. So just slowing down, not a lot, but if you just slow down 10%, 20% of how you usually talk, it makes a big difference over the phone that you come off more confident, that you know what you're talking about. Okay. And the other thing is, honestly, I think just within yourself, projecting and believing that you are an equal. Because I think starting out, the property owners here and we're just like, oh, you called me, oh, thank you, I'm so glad somebody called. And we don't want to get on the phone with that kind of mindset. Like, you want to get on the phone with a mindset like this is about to be like your 10th deal. You know what I mean? Like, man, this is like my 20th one. So you just don't come off like, oh my God, this is my first call. Really, like, in your mind, picture that, this is what you do. This is your equal that you're talking to on the phone. Don't, position yourself as, oh, I'm a new wholesaler. Don't talk to yourself, I guess, in that type of person is what I'm trying to say. Talk to yourself like, and build yourself up like, this is what you've been doing, you've experienced, you can do this, this is your equal that you're talking to. So you want to talk to them as an equal, not like you're trying to build up. Because I'm sure now, if I went back to like the very first deal I ever closed and spoke with those property owners, they would never believe that they were my first transaction because, I didn't present myself as, oh, I'm just trying this. This is my first one. I didn't come off like that. I built myself up and I came off confident, like I knew, like I knew what I was doing. So that's what I want you to do as well. I want you to build yourself up and say, this is your equal. You are a wholesaler. You don't have to tell yourself, oh, I'm a new wholesaler. No, you are a wholesaler. You have a wholesaling business. I'm a business owner. Like, build yourself up. Talk to yourself and get in that frame of mind so that when you get on the phone, that is what you're projecting. That you're equal. You know what you're doing and you're confident. So that's my tip. I hope I answered your question oh so well because I have been there, like I said, that first phone call. But like I said, give yourself a pat on the back because, you know, the more calls you get, you'll get better. By the time you get to 100, 200, 300 calls, you know, you'll be laughing the way I am now. I look back and I laugh at myself at the things I used to do. So just keep going and you'll get better. Just, you know, staying in the game and making more and more and more calls. Just by doing that, you'll get better. So take care. Remember to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if my video is helpful to you. And I'll see you next video. You all take care. Bye-bye.